Wee. Wee. Check. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing good. Your son got a Zima badge? Oh, heck yeah,
William
dude.
Core_day super chatted $2.
Willie! Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you so much. It always means so much that you do that. I was running a couple minutes late because I was responding to people's comments. I was just trolling people back, and then I lost track of time. I was like, I just got home. I poured myself some Blantons, and I am just enjoying it because it's freaking Friday. We made it to the end of the week. Let me just go through some of your chats. Junior, my instincts are way off. You can't pick winning investments in regards to Trump NFT because they sold out. I never said there wouldn't be suckers who would buy it. I never said that. There are people that love Trump more than God himself. So I would never say that. If you bought it, good on you. I think it's an absolute waste of money, but that's just me. Does that mean we can have different opinions? Sure. Does that mean that I can't figure out what an investment is? Okay. If you think that's an investment, I feel sorry. Because it's a chance to win. It's called a sweepstakes. That's like buying a lottery ticket and saying, I'm investing my money. God. I would only be willing to buy a Trump NFT if it was a Trump Ice NFT. Yeah, I want something better. I wanted like a Trump cameo. I wanted a Trump cameo NFT. He sold it. Did he make double his money?
Did you try again?
Oh crap. Freaking watch. Did he make money back? I'm curious. I hope he did. Cuz that'd be awesome. I mean, if they sell out, you would think that you would be able to double your money at least. Or at least get 20% or something like that. But there are way better ways to invest your money than an NFT. You made over 100? Nice. So I made double. Congrats. That's awesome. I want to have a continental breakfast with Trump on my local airport. Yeah, me too. Me too. I want that too, more than life itself. And I have like a few things lined up for today's show. It's a Friday show though, people. I mean, it's freaking Friday. He got the Zoom call thingy. He got in the Zoom call thing. Okay, so tell me about the Zoom call. Was it just a Zoom call with like a bunch of people on the call and he didn't get to talk and he just got to listen to like some secret conversation or some exclusive conversation? Or did he actually get to talk to Trump? Or did he talk to Trump's advisors? Did he get to talk to Nick Fuentes and ask him about what he thinks about the Jews? Like, what did he get to do? I'm genuinely curious. Again, if you bought one, good on you. But to say that like these are like the most magical things on earth, I feel sorry for you if that's what you think. Like that just tells me you're a sucker for politicians and what they say to you. And to pretend like they actually care about you. And I pray that's not you. You know, these people don't care about you. Like, that's just the bottom line. They care about themselves. He got in this. So tell me about the Zoom call. I'm curious, censored mom, because I want to know more about this whole situation and was it worth it? And also another thing, people that are triggered by this whole thing, that video that Trump did of the NFTs might have been the funniest video I've seen from him in a long time. I know that I don't know why laughing at that is like so offensive to Trumpers. I don't get it. It's a 2,000 person thing. Okay, so there was 2,000 people on the Zoom call. Would not even see you, etc. Okay. I mean that like that's cool if like that's like if you're into that, you know what I mean? If like you have if you follow an influencer and they offer you $100 for a once in a lifetime chance to be a 2,000 person on the Zoom call, and that's important to you, good on you. That's great. I would never do that. And that's just me. I call me crazy, call me different, call me other than, you can call me whatever you want. Or as Junior calls me, an idiot? I don't care. Joshua, I got 99 problems and then Trump's sweepstakes ain't one. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm just there's too many people that think like some of these people are like gods on this earth. I don't need to buy an NFT to have a conversation with Donald Trump. I can imagine my conversations with Trump, or at least I would if he didn't stop rescheduling them. That's all he said. Oh, okay. Dinner with me, that might even seem that great to you, but it's what we have. I know when Trump said, dinner with me, you might not enjoy that gift. I'm just like, you're losing people, dude. Derek, for the record, you gave me permission to do this, Ginger. Oh, God, I hate you. That's so true. Let's get into some of the Twitter files. Have you guys already looked at the Twitter files? I just got home from work. But let's get into some of the Twitter files from Matt Taibbi. He just came out. Virtual dinner. Oh, now we're talking. I hope he wears pants. The Twitter files revealing more and more every day about how the government collects, analyzes, and flags your social media content. I mean, I keep trying to tell people we're not in a republic. This is like the idea that the FBI and social media are monitoring you. It goes with the Patriot Act. And now we have like Republicans in their office today doing absolutely nothing about this, and they won't even bring it up. They don't care about censorship. These Republicans pretend like they care. If they actually cared, they would care about your freedom to say these things and push for bills to get rid of things like the Patriot Act. But they don't. They don't care. They just pretend like they care when they get censored, and like they go on Fox News and complain about it. The Twitter files are revealing more and every day. The government collects, analyzes, and flags your social media content. The contact with the FBI was constant and pervasive, as if they were subsidiary. Between January 2020 and November 2020, there were over 150 emails between the FBI and former Twitter Trust and Safety Chief Yoel Roth, which is like, I'm definitely on a few lists, me too. The craziest thing about this whole thing is that I can't like emphasize this enough, there is child porn on Twitter. And what our government and our FBI is so concerned about is your hate speech, your misinformation. They care more about your misinformation than they do child porn. If that isn't the most black pill thought, I don't know what is. You're not going to go fix this. Twitter was basically directly censored by the government. Exactly. And the thing is, too, Censor Mom, if you think Twitter was censored, this is just because we know. You think that Google isn't that way, Facebook isn't that way, you're insane. Like, they are all part of the same thing. They are all working together as one in order for their information to get dictated how they want their information dictated to the masses. And again, these people aren't flagging false things. They're flagging true things that they don't want you to think, which is like, that is like the most insane thought of the day for me as well, is how much our government cares about you and what you say in regards to things being true. If that doesn't like tell you like we're in like an Orwellian time, an insane time to be alive, I don't know what will. Of course, there's at least we forgot how the WEF owns the science. Exactly. Some are mundane, like San Francisco agent Elvis Chan wishing Roth Happy New Year, along with correlate blah 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 blah. But surprisingly, a high number of requests by the FBI for Twitter to take action on election misinformation, like questioning the election results. Hey, you're not allowed to do that. Why? Oh, you're just not allowed to. Dr. Fauci is the science. But surprisingly high number of requests from the FBI and Twitter to take on election misinformation involving joke tweets from low follower accounts. The FBI's social media focused task force, known as FATF, created a wake in the 2016 election, swelled to 80 agents. 80 agents? 80 people looking through Twitter to make sure you are thinking rightly? And corresponded with Twitter to identify alleged foreign influence and election tampering and all kinds. I love how these like leftists always talk about this foreign influence. Who are these trolls? It's like, why can't it just be like 13-year-old boys or just any boy that is on Twitter? It's just so ridiculous. Don't question the elections until we question the elections. Exactly. Don't question the elections unless we question the elections. Federal intelligence and law enforcement reach into Twitter to include a Department of Homeland Security, which partner with security contractors and think tanks to pressure Twitter to moderate content, which is insane. Like, that is insane. So it wasn't even necessarily that Twitter was willing to censor content. It was our own government pressuring Twitter employees to do their bidding. What? I mean, like, the more I read this stuff, I'm like, yeah, I get it. And it makes sense. And we all knew this. But the confirmation bias, like, confirming everything you thought was true before your eyes is insane. And it's encouraging because I've gotten in so many conversations with leftists and liberals who call me crazy or just call me whatever they want and say like censorship isn't real and all this stuff, which is funny because now you have all these liberals being quote unquote censored and their accounts being hacked because, you know, they're publicly putting out private information and then they're calling it doxing. I mean, they're calling it freedom of speech, which is so stupid. I'm like, okay, then everyone who believes this should put all their identification. They should put all their home addresses on everything that they post. But this is insane. Like, the idea our government, who has so many cases that go unsolved with rapes and murders and stuff like that, are like, hey, we need to get into this and figure out what's going on because this is more important than actually, you know, getting child porn off Twitter. That's less important. And we need to go after these, what do these say? These low account involving joke tweets. This is freaking so stupid. Twitter is cancer for the soul. Yeah. It's like, Twitter is like cancer that like I have to be on it because there has so much content, but I don't want to be on it because it's so ridiculous. You know what the discussion part is? That this isn't technically unconstitutional. Exactly. The First Amendment says the Congress will make no law weaponizing the FBI. Doesn't require bills to be passed. Exactly. That is so true. And that's always been the gray area of this whole discussion, for one. But it's okay. Let's keep going. It's no secret the government analyzes bulk data, all sorts of purposes, to making economic forecasts. 10. The Twitter files shows something new. Agencies like the FBI and DHS regularly sending social media content to Twitter through multiple entry points, pre-flagging for moderation. What stands out is the sheer quality of reports from the government, some aggregated from public hotlines. Aggregated from public hotlines. Election day protocol, the FBI quarters to stand up. Okay. Unanswered questions. Do agencies like the FBI and DHS do in-house flagging work themselves or farm it out? That is a great question. You have to prove to me that inside the effing government, you can do all kinds of massive data and AI search, says one former intelligence officer. Hello, Twitter contract. A master canine quality FBI's relationship to Twitter comes through in November 2020 email in which the FBI San Francisco is notifying you it wants to action on 4 accounts. Oh my God. Hi, we're the FBI. Will you get rid of from MA and Jonathan 1 Wade and Madame pissed off. God. I mean, this God. Imagine taking yourself seriously as a government body and saying, will you please take Madame pissed off Twitter immediately? Because they are ruining what we're trying to get across. Twitter personnel in that case went on the look for reasons to suspend all 4 accounts, including from MMA, whose tweets, this person, wow, 9,000? God, get rid of that guy. He has too much influence over elections. 9,099? That's insane. Whose tweets were almost all jokes. See examples below, civic misinformation. Just to show the FBI can be hyper-intrusive in both directions, they also asked Twitter to review a blue-leaning account for a different joke, except here it was even more obvious than Claire Foster, PhD, whose kids a lot was kidding. Which is, I get, because I constantly get flagged on places like TikTok and Instagram for putting up jokes that are clearly jokes, that I'm clearly being facetious because you can see me move my mouth and hear me laugh at the end of whatever I say. But then they clearly say, hey, that's not fair. So we're just finding out more and more about what's going on. I mean, I want to go through all this, but it's also like kind of redundant and kind of like what we already believe. I mean, here's one. An internal email from November 5th, 2022, the FBI's National Election Command Post, which compiles and sends on complaints, sent the San Francisco field office a long list of accounts that may warrant additional action. Let's go through these names. Dartful Codger. God, imagine if I saw myself, I'd punch myself in the face. David Coy, El Paul 9. I mean, El Paul 9 is literally a terrorist. A. Scott Honeycutt. What? Wise Frog 57. Disgusting. Get him off. Okay, Billy Baldwin. Agent Chan posted this list on Twitter, folks. I mean, Twitter then replied to a list of actions taken, no mercy shown by Billy Baldwin. God. It's like this list of names and clearly smaller accounts that they're so concerned about is like the most insane thing for a couple of reasons. Smaller accounts, when they get banned, when they get taken off, they're not going to have their friends with blue check marks with 100,000 people following them to speak up for them. So when someone kills your account, nobody's going to come to your aid and they're not going to care. And that's like the biggest thing for me is that they decided that they want to focus on the little person. They want to focus on the little guy because the little guy is an easy first target because then you can just start from there and ramp up. Because anytime a huge blue check mark was actually taken down, all their friends would start complaining and then their account would slowly come back and be like, well, it was actually an accident. And you see it all the time. You see it on YouTube with big content creators who get banned and all of a sudden they're reinstated immediately. It's a constant cycle. So it creates an environment where people that want to do the same thing as, I don't know, a Tim Pool or Steven Crowder, not able to because they don't allow. It's almost like, for one, you know, Crowder and Tim Pool, they don't really look for smaller accounts to bring up. They just stay in the bigger sphere, which makes sense because their channel is so big. But then when people get rid of accounts like my account and other accounts, it's just easier because we're quieter. We can't make up a stir, and we're probably more likely to quit and not put up as much of a fight. But I have been. Not Rosin Smith 49669, man's my hero. Nipping the low tier accounts is in the bud prevents new voices from gaming scene as well. Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. And it's been the most frustrating thing for me as a smaller account. Every time I grow and then I see, like, it's always like in my times in my fastest growth is when Twitter or YouTube, especially YouTube, will put me on strike. Like that last video. That last video I did for my live stream just immediately was taken down. And I appealed it. I was like, what did I even do? I would like to even know. And they just reinstated it. But that's what they do. They just like take away content without your knowledge, without you knowing, not even telling you what rules you broke. And then by the time they reinstate it, no one cares about your video. And then as a content creator, you lose out in the end, and then they win. Okay. Tiberius444 said, I can't believe that FBI is policing jokes on Twitter. When the FBI flagging lexicon, Leela replied, my thoughts initially include, 1 seems like prima facade, 1A violation, holy cow, me account with the reach of Amoeba 3. What are they looking at? Exactly. Like, here is somebody, an account they flagged with 1,000 followers. 1,000 followers. And the FBI took time out of their day to flag this account. Derek, I'll flood the internet with promos and protests until they put that crap. Thank you. Please do it. I mean, Twitter executive writes she explicitly asked if there were impending. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything worth reading from all this, because it is a lot. But it's all saying the same thing of what we're already saying. It's just showing you over and over again how the FBI purposely went after some of these small accounts. Here, most tweets contain the same. Get out of there and vote Wednesday. Trope and had low engagement. This is what the FBI spends time on. This is for our future, guys. If the Dems get full control, you are in Georgia. You better vote on Wednesday. That is flagged. Oh my God. It's just so silly. I mean, but I want to get Daddy's take on this whole thing, because Daddy speaks truth.
Of course, no matter what they're posting, it is illegal for the FBI to be directing censorship. Flat out, a violation of our law. But they did it anyway. One senior FBI agent in San Francisco, Elvis Chan, who has his pronouns listed on the FBI website, of course, even sent a list of satire accounts to Twitter so they would be...
Honestly, the Twitter FBI... Oh, the Twitter files don't surprise me. They're just providing proof of the crap we already know. Well, that's what I'm saying, too. And that's why I don't spend too much time just, like, rehashing everything and going over everything, because we already knew this. And me talking about it, it's just talking about it in a vacuum, you know? It's like everyone that's probably here already knows this stuff because you're a logical thinking individual. I feel like I tend to attract people who aren't too fringy or don't put all their weight in one basket as if they're the hope, truth, and light.
Banned. Now, you might recall that DOJ is prosecuting a man called Douglas Mackey for the crime of posting memes that offended Hillary Clinton. For doing that, he faces up to 10 years in prison. Virtually no one has covered that story, but it's real. So these new Twitter files show that the FBI was...
The ultimate question is, will the Twitter files change anything? No. I mean, they'll change things on Twitter, hopefully. Even though Elon Musk came out and said that, like, he sees nothing wrong with the FBI and he's going to continue to work with them. But, you know, Google and Facebook, they're not changing.
Deeply involved in what was happening on Twitter and going after people for making fun of Democrats. Right, in a free country. Charlie Hurt is with the Washington Times. He joins us to assess what we have just learned about this. Charlie, thanks so much for joining us. So on the one level, it's ridiculous, of course, that our biggest law enforcement agency is trying to force people to stop telling jokes. But on the other hand, this is a crime, unless I'm missing something.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. it's a clear violation of the First Amendment. And, I think that this latest dump reveals, literally there were so many interactions between the FBI and other branches of the federal government and Twitter, where they got together to collude on what was allowed to be shared on the platform and what was not allowed to be reported on the platform, that they were actually opening up new back channels on platforms that I had never heard of before, many viewers had never heard of before, in order for them to keep in constant touch with one another. And the thing to remember is, if this were happening during the Pentagon Papers, and we were realizing this degree of collusion between the FBI, the CIA, the federal government, and the New York Times, or if we woke up today and there was this level of collusion between Fox News and the federal government.
I don't think it's fair to call the FBI our biggest law enforcement agency when the last time the FBI actually enforced the law, they enforce the law on Twitter every day. Remember, they took down Starfish 6947, and I feel safer because of it.
In the middle of an election, to determine what we would or would not report, there would rightly be an outcry like we've never seen before. And yet it happens here, and an alarming number of the supposedly mainstream media, they're just like, whatever.
Well, I wouldn't even say they're the media. They're not journalists. They're sock puppets for headquarters.
Right.
I mean, they're working on behalf of the state against the population of the country. I mean, the FBI was working for a political party, the one in charge. So how is this different from what the secret police do in authoritarian countries?
Absolutely not different at all. And it's kind of
We just come in different names, that's all.
amusing here is as soon as Elon Musk starts kicking journalists off of Twitter for doxing him, they start squealing like stuck pigs. Of course, these same people.
Hey, posting people's private information like their social security number and credit card number is freedom of speech.
Never said a word, not a peep out of them, when the government, in collusion with Twitter, began silencing doctors and scientists at the height of a pandemic. Not a word from these people. And so the idea that we're in a business where we're supposed to be the protectors of the First Amendment, you're on your own, man. These people are not protecting the First Amendment for anyone but themselves, and for the most powerful government on the planet.
Yeah, they're literally FBI informants posing as journalists, and they should be called that, I think. Charlie Hurt, great to see you tonight. Thank you for the clarity on that.
Ooh, calling them FBI informants. That's fun. I like that. That is good. I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna get down to the bottom of this, and the FBI was probably just telling people what to do, and so there's gonna be a bunch of hearsay, and we're not gonna get down to the bottom of it, and nothing's going to change, and it's gonna be like Jeffrey Epstein, going to jail for trafficking to absolutely no one. I don't know what the answer is sometimes. And I know there's a lot of people. Part of that, the more I learn about the FBI, and the more I learn about how powerful our government is and how they don't care about you, the more I'm just so black-pilled and feel like anarchy is the only response to all this. I'm trying to believe that I can vote my way out of this horrible situation, but my hope is dwindling on that idea. It's going to have to be the FBI that cleans the FBI. Well, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's you're going to put hope in the FBI changing to no longer be the FBI, as they still have vaccine mandates. It's anybody with a different a dissenting opinion is going to be cast aside and told to go away. It's just, I don't know. It just makes me sad sometimes, and I'm glad that we have this community because if you're not laughing and through this pain, I don't know what to tell you. like, it's just, what story of the FBI is like their track record is so bad. The fact that they're going after accounts with less than 1,000 followers, deeming them as necessary enough to get rid of and cast aside and take away their voice and their speech is insane. I mean, I've always been saying that, and I think people thought I was crazy. I was just like, it seems like Twitter cared more about banning small accounts compared to large accounts, because like I said, like, the large accounts have such a huge following of friends from other accounts that when they're banned, everyone bans against, like, together and says, hey, bring this person back. But the smaller accounts, it's only a few peeps, and it's not like this big overwhelming thing. And so of course that's why they go after him. They're easy pickings. You know what's messed up? I've been vindicated more times in the last year and a half than I have been in my entire life, and yet I'm still the bad guy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I always think when I talk to my modern leftist friends, I'm like, do you ever consider yourself the bad guy? Like, does it ever cross your mind that maybe some of the things that you believe and think are not right, are not helpful, are not actually good? I wish I could just say that to the whole FBI. All right, now for the most triggering video of the night for me. This video is super triggering.
I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid.
Hey, you, man.
I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so, I got a little Italian in me now,
Whoa, he's got Italian in him. Ugh. I got Gio de Pepe's body and people in me. If I were to write a book on the Twitter files, I'll call it No Shit. Tell me something I didn't know. Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. And I love the fact that they posted it late at night too. All right, I want to watch this video with you guys as I drink whiskey, because I saw this video. I saw it on YouTube and I thought, what the heck is this? This is okay. Derek, do humanity a favor and never play that clip again. Okay, well, I promise to never do it again. I saw, speaking of humanity going down, I was looking for videos to play on here, and I thought, what the heck is this? And I found CNN doing a news segment with Pelosi and Schumer while they eat. While they're dining in a restaurant like they're two old people at an old folks home. It's almost too funny to watch. I started watching it and I was like, okay, I gotta stop this because this is too silly. And I just want to laugh at this. I hope this is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
What are you gonna have?
Okay, I'm already gone. What do you got? I love they kept that. What do you have in here? Huh? It's Taco Tuesday. I love it.
I didn't want to get
Sugar Daddy.
dumplings.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Hot and sour soup. That's what I was going to have.
This is offensive.
Okay.
Nice bowl of soup on a cold day.
There you go. You asked.
Oh my God, that's the most old person thing ever. Please say early bird special. I know. I'm gonna have a nice bowl of soup on a cold day.
Cold day.
There you go.
Hot and sour soup. That's what I was going to have.
Okay.
Nice bowl of soup on a cold day.
I feel like I'm eating with my grandpa. These people are in charge of our lives.
There you go. You actually first met at a meal like this in 1987.
And it's like January. And George Miller, who was my roommate, my landlord, he said, there's a new person joining our group. Her name is Nancy Pelosi. She's the new Congress member from San Francisco. And before I met her, she will become the first woman speaker. That's what he said.
No way. Nancy, you silly Sally. Why is it okay for Pelosi to appropriate Chinese culture? I don't know. Chinese culture, how appropriate. I know exactly. Wait for her to have like chopsticks or like one of those hats. Yep, we met at Old Country Buffet back then. We just called it Buffet.
He was right. But what was interesting
She
about
didn't
it,
know I was right.
you really knew the first time.
Well, I knew she would really be a force.
Whatever that might be.
Yeah, would you like to put some appetizers?
What? They just like cut that. I knew she'd be a force, whatever that might be. What does that even mean? God. They're both commies. So, okay, that makes sense. Good call. Good freaking call.
So I'll have an order of shrimp dumplings.
Okay.
And then I'll have some string beans.
Talk to me about
He's going for dumplings and string beans. Of course CNN would think this is worthy of airtime. Exactly. That's why when I saw a clip of this being passed around, I was like, no effing way. They did a whole news segment while eating Chinese food together. Whose idea was this?
your relationship. The two of you finish each other's sentences. You're on the phone constantly.
415-730, and I'm not going to say the last
No,
four
please.
Finish.
You know everybody's phone number.
digits. I probably dial hers more than just about anyone other than people in my family.
Well, here's the thing.
Stalker.
I say this all the time. He has a, what do you call that phone?
Flip phone.
A flip phone. If
What do you call it? It's a flip phone. It just came out. It's a brand new phone. Ever heard of a flip phone? Doxed. Yeah, exactly.
he had a regular smartphone,
Elon said so this.
we could reduce the number of conversations because I could just
Whenever the
text
guy
him.
comes.
How would you describe your relationship? You're called the power couple. You're called an odd couple.
Yeah,
You're
we're
friends.
close friends. It's all
You're called special people. You're called old people. You're called probably should retire people. What do you...
almost like brother and sister. A little
That's
bit.
right. When you disagree, who wins?
Nancy, because I want to be woke.
Usually her.
Oh, slam dunk.
No. When we disagree, then we end the conversation,
Yeah.
and we know we're going to come
We
back.
had a pretty
and
tough one a week ago, right? What was it?
What was it
I
about?
don't even remember.
I don't remember what it was, but it was,
Was.
shall we say, candid.
Candid.
Chummy
I want to talk
abominations.
about how
Yes.
the two of you navigated working with former President Trump, because
That must have been one of the hardest experiences of your life. How did you even look him in the eyes? It must have been piercing. F buddies, yeah, exactly.
he's,
we had a good time.
he famously nicknamed the two of you Chuck and Nancy, right? It was always
Oh my God, he called them by their first names. What are these nicknames? Insane. Donald Trump is a white supremacist. The end. God, what is this? He famously called you by your first two names. God, oh my God. Okay. Cat's out of the bag, guys. My nickname is Derek. Okay, cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. Okay, I apologize. I should have told you guys this from day one. Just call me Derek. I mean, like, I famously nicknamed myself. Hey, find a fix it. Yo.
Chuck and Nancy. I think you both knew that Speaker Pelosi got under his skin right?
Yes.
Was there
Yes.
a strategy when
Yes.
you went in?
Okay, I think we're at the part in the video where you get to watch two really old people start eating. And they're eating dinner at an interview. Exactly. Find and Fix It. It's been so good so far. They're eating dinner at a Chinese restaurant. You got it, Ginger. Screw you.
To a meeting. Was there a good
I love watching old people with like dentures eat. It's so good.
skin? Right?
Yes.
Was there a strategy when you went into a meeting? Was there a good cop, bad cop?
He's just inaugurated. This is an historic moment. The President of the United States. So I'm thinking,
Don't talk with your mouth full, you stupid. I mean, it's like, what do you want from me? Waiting for G to call in. Exactly.
how is he going to begin? Is he going to quote the Constitution, American history?
It'd be funny if they're eating lobster and cracking the claws and stuff. Oh, that would be amazing. Just like, pass the butter. Nancy Pelosi doesn't eat. She's a hologram. Holograms don't. No, how dare you say that? How dare you say that?
History, poet, the Bible.
Wait, what? I love when like politicians just randomly start throwing in Christian stuff. They're like the Bible, Jesus, Paul, Luke, the Gospel of John. Ever heard of these things?
I'm thinking, how is he going to begin? Is he going to quote the Constitution, American history, poet, the Bible? You know, I won the popular vote.
That's how he started.
Then I said, Mr. President, that's just not true.
Oh God, it's so good. It's just so dumb. Junior, you just came in my chat to say that again. Dude, I can't. Oh, Trump's NFT sold out. I told you so. You missed a great opportunity because you can't. What did you tell me? You didn't tell me anything about Trump NFTs, Junior. I'm sorry. You said nothing. And also, I didn't say. I said the Trump NFT video was the funniest video maybe of all time. It's okay to laugh. Don't be like these leftists who can't take a joke. Don't talk about my boyfriend like that. Oh boy, here come the old people mouse sounds. Exactly. Exactly. Sure. Wait, what? What? Sure does she going to retire now out of politics? I wish. Pelosi once quoted the book of Matthew to guilt Congress to send $500 million to Ukraine. This is at the height of the baby formula crisis. Yes. Well, did you see that? They just passed a new military budget, and I love all these leftists who are just like these liberals are like, oh, how are we going to pay for this? I'm like, it's like $600 billion. I'm like, you know that we gave like $100 billion to Ukraine, and not a peep out of you for that. So don't come to me like, oh my gosh, how dare we spend this much money on our own military? You better have that same logic for the same thing. I just wish people were a little bit, more consistent in what they said instead of just like picking and choosing things in which they want to support and or if my guy does this, that means everything he does is good. That Trump NFT video was absolutely brilliant. It was. The Trump NFT video was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen out of any politician everywhere. It was so good. I almost bought an NFT because of that video. You said you didn't see the value in buying NFTs. Your TDS clouded. I do not have TDS. You seem like Sam Harris. Jesus, Junior. Oh my God. I voted for Trump twice. I don't have TDS. God. It's okay to laugh at your own idols in your life, Junior. It wouldn't have been cooler if Trump. I still think today that those NFTs were a waste of money. I'm sorry that like offends you. The same way I would say that buying a new vehicle for the most part, is a waste of money. You can still say it's not. You can disagree with me, but it's okay. No caps, please. Exactly. Stop yelling at me. I love that you compare me to Sam Harris. That's borderline hysterical. Like, generally makes my day. To think that you think that me making fun of Trump with an NFT is the same as Sam Harris saying that he's okay if there was dead bodies on Hunter Biden's laptop is borderline the most insane comment I've ever received about me. And it's coming from a Trump supporter. Why? Why do some of you guys are so triggered by him? It's insane. You're the same as a leftist. You are the same. If you are that triggered by me laughing at a Trump NFT, you are no different than the snowflakes who need safe spaces. I'm not a huge Trump fan. He pisses me off a lot. Okay, good. But I will always stand up for those being bullied. I'm a good bullied. What? You think Trump is going to stand up for you? I'm a good guy. What? So you're standing up for like anybody people bully? What? I think you're picking and choosing, man. Junior is a troll or bot. Or you can just call him like, he's not a troll or bot. TDS alert, you just went Sam Harris mode. Okay. If you say that one more time, I'll block you, Junior. like I like you, man, but like, you're not gonna like just destroy my chat and make it annoying. There's no caps. Trump is being so bullied, duh. I think Trump is okay when his billions of dollars to deal with insane corporate media. Man, he's close. He's close. I don't want to because, like I said, I believe in free speech. But I'm gonna go back to this video and I don't care.
We sort of set him up instinctively. We didn't plan this. Everyone thought we planned it out. It was about the government shutdown.
Look at them
first
eating.
Time. And Nancy said something to him about he didn't understand about women. So, what?
Chuck was masterful.
Well,
he was masterful.
She set him up so I could go in for the kill.
No, but he was masterful.
Junior, they're talking about your boyfriend.
So I could go in for the kill.
No, but he was masterful. He's talking to him about the government shutdown and about immigrants and the rest. And he says, I'll take ownership of the shutdown.
Said, so, Mr. President, will you own the shutdown? Yes, I will. And that was, oh, thank you very much.
There are a series of moments that you saw firsthand. There's the clap, there's tearing up the speech, and then there is the famous
hammer. Oh, sorry. You see, the funny thing about caps is it gives you people the impression that you're being very loud because nobody can hear you speak unless your letters are big. Derek is so TDS that he can't be fair. No, that's the problem, Junior. I'm the one being fair. You're not. Like I say always, I will make fun of every single politician, no matter if it's on our side or not, because there is no sides in comedy. I'm not going to, and it wasn't malicious. It was just me laughing about how insane this whole idea is. And the fact that you can't see that, man, I don't know what to say. I hope that you can come to terms one day and just decide that, like, some of the things that he does and the things that Trump's followers and people around him tell him to do are some of the dumbest mistakes he could possibly make. Again, you are supporting a guy who January 6th guys went to prison and he hasn't said shit about them. So, like, put your money where your mouth is. I know you like to talk about January 6th prisoners, but Trump doesn't talk about them at all. And they are his biggest supporters. So I have some consistency. Oh, so you're right, but I'm wrong. That's fair. No, you're allowed to be. You have the right to be wrong in my chat, Junior. That's not real Chinese food. I can't stand Trump, so he makes a lot of mistakes, but he's still being pulled. We are next. I wouldn't I stand up for I fight for Like all kinds of people. I don't know if you've watched my show very much, but I tend to like speak up for people. But speaking on behalf of a billionaire in a small channel like mine is kind of useless. Let's be fair. There isn't a politician that's our side. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. There are too many people on the Republican side that think that there are Republican candidates that actually care. Are you serious? Mitch McConnell? Lindsey Graham? Kevin McCarthy? Who? I feel like there are only a few that like actually seem like they care about their job or want to make a difference. These are the same people who push things like that Patriot Act. The same people that are willing to give Ukraine more money. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's why, like, even in this election, even if there was a red wave, I wasn't that excited because I don't have a lot of faith and hope in in the people that were put forth as the solution to fixing this extreme leftist agenda. I just didn't. And if you did, you haven't been paying attention. And I don't know what to say. You just threatened to block me. That's not fair. Yeah, because you're just being ridiculous. You're trying to call. You said that you've called me stupid. Like, you call me all kinds of things. Like, you're the one bullying me on me saying wasting money on NFTs. You're bullying me. If you get banned, it's because you got out of your way and you earned it. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't care. I still support Junior talking, and I'm okay with it. As long as he doesn't just like do it 100 times. No opinion. Fact, I like them. Fact, I like them. Wait, Censor Mom, what's your opinion on the subject of mashed potatoes? I like them too. Who doesn't like mashed potatoes? Freaking buttery goodness.
Picture.
Sorry, let's go back to this delicious video.
The meeting in the cabinet room where you stood up and confronted. Looking back at those moments, what was going through your mind?
He said he doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't know what he's up.
Nancy's food eating sounds give me bad ASMR. It's so bad. Interesting was that because I personally think they're good, but I feel like they're beyond. I love it. Please keep talking about mashed potatoes and starches and carbs in my chat.
Up against. I tell people, Nancy instinctively knew how to handle Trump because for her first, 35, 40 years of life, she raised 5 children. And she...
Oh, boom. Boom in your face, Trump. Gotcha. You're a child. Right. And what is Biden? Well, he belongs at the table with us, doing the early bird special.
Knew how to deal with children, and that's what helped her deal with Trump, because he ultimately was a child.
We had a different approach.
I love this is like seen as great minds talking. Trump was ultimately a child. Boom, done. Take that point. Owning. It's so stupid. You could just argue mashed potatoes are the Swiss Army knife of side dishes. That is true. But also, have you ever taken a baked potato? And believe me, I'm Irish. Have you ever taken a baked potato and filled it with like brisket, cheese, onions, sour cream, mushrooms, peppers, and then put it in the oven and bake that junk? Nancy can't even keep her husband in line. Exactly. There are thousands of different ways you can prepare them, but it's not the pinnacle of potato craft. Potato craft. Let us watch a potato cooking show.
Chuck is a New Yorker. Brooklyn.
He's Jenny from the block. Get it right, you freaking crazy woman, you. An Irish guy talking about potatoes. Now there has to be a joke. As Biden says, I'm Irish, not stupid. God, I hate that joke. That is like the stupidest joke.
So
no pun intended.
They spoke their own kind of, they understood each other.
January 6th, there is extraordinary footage of the two of you being evacuated.
Do you see him like stop eating when she started talking about January 6th? He's like, right. I need to slow down. This is a serious moment. This is solemn. It's basically my 9/11.
What was it like
Lockies. Oh, Lockies are great. Who doesn't love Lockies?
that day?
It was horrible. They understood each other.
January 6th, there is extraordinary footage of the two of you being evacuated. What was it like that day?
It was horrible. I mean, it was a horrible time. And
It's frightening. People are invading the Capitol. We were both worried that our own members, the senators in my Senate, the people in her House, what was happening to them because they whisked us off to this other place.
Why didn't anybody say Nancy's not even wearing her mask properly? God. I feel like Lockies don't get enough love in the potato world. I totally agree with that statement. I mean, aren't Lockies just glorified hash browns? I mean, isn't that essentially what they are? At that age, all you want to do is nap, and then nap more. They're barely human. I know exactly. That's what I love that she's not wearing a mask. It's so great.
What was happening to them because they whisked us off to this other place. For a while, cell phone service didn't happen, and it was just frightening.
Did you try to reach out to the president himself?
Yes, they wouldn't put him on. The Attorney General, I think he was acting Attorney General, he wouldn't put him on.
He wouldn't take your calls.
President wouldn't, that's correct.
The president never would take my call. Like, whose idea is this freaking interview? I don't get it. It's so ridiculous.
I think you see in some of the film how firm Chuck was when we're calling the governors, the mayors, the secretary, and when you were talking to the Secretary of the Army, the Attorney General. Secretary of the Army was supposed... It's really a tragedy that they did not send the National Guard earlier.
They were sort of afraid to act. Trump had so intimidated everybody, you could never tell them
I think about that all the time, Junior.
the truth. You could never go contradict him. Have some Peking duck. It's good.
Whoa, it's Peking duck.
I'm eating too much.
There's a CNN poll that just came out that shows there's little appetite on both sides for a Biden-Trump rematch in 2024. You're stepping aside. Do you think President Biden should step aside for a younger generation?
I think President Biden...
Yeah, I know. Trump did request the National Guard to be there, and Pelosi denied it. And the conspiracy theory grows. It makes you wonder, why?
has done an excellent job as President of the United States. I hope that he does seek re-election. He's been a great president.
Look at what he's accomplished.
You
a lot of
think he
people
should run again?
Yeah, he's done an excellent job. And he runs, I'm going to support him.
Oh, look at that
all the
bite.
way.
Oh, gross. wait. Let's go back on that bite. Let's zoom in on that buddy right there.
Accomplished.
You
a lot
think
of
he
people,
should run again?
Yeah, he's done an excellent job. And he runs, I'm going to support him all the way.
Right now.
God. Yeah, Biden and Trump in the ring. Yeah. I would love that. Let's make it happen. Let's freaking make that junk happen, baby. I'm sure it will be Trump Biden round deuce. I mean, does anybody see anything different? I just don't. See, Derek, we can all disagree and still get along. That shows that we are adults. Exactly. I'm an adult. I'm totally an adult. I have an adult job. I'm a big boy. Fine has been brave and courageous and very... Find has been been brave. Find? What? Eat your falafel. Fuck. Dude, what if Nancy was just like, pulled out something from her purse and was like, and then they cut the camera really quick and you're like, wait a minute. Wrestling ring. Remember when he was in the WWE? Yes, bring Trump back to the WWE stat. Vodka Wooth with CBD. Okay. I'm ready to drink some of that. Come on over. We're going to have a good time. A little bit of vodka and a little bit of CBD. CBD's nuts. So stupid. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I drink bourbon. Eventually, it was a crippling addiction to potato bread. Martin's potato bread. That sounds good.
Now, Donald Trump is the only Republican who has announced he could be the nominee. He will be the nominee.
Remember when Jesse, the body Ventura, hinted at a presidential run and Trump said that he support him 100%? Yeah, Trump also, what? Didn't Trump support, what's that Democrat? Didn't he support, he supported the Clintons at one point, right? He gave money to him? I don't know. I mean, he's always been pretty moderate his whole life.
President again. You've been through the first presidency. You've been through January 6th. What would it mean if Donald Trump was reelected president?
I don't think it'll happen. The American people...
It won't happen. We'll make sure of that.
have gotten wise to him. Took a little while, but they did.
I don't think that we should talk about him while we're eating.
See?
Oh, we don't want to hear that again.
Nominee. He could be president again. You've been through the first presidency. You've been through January 6th. What would it mean if Donald Trump was reelected president?
I don't think it'll happen. The American people have gotten wise to him. Took a little while, but they did.
I don't think that we should talk about him while we're eating.
See?
Really? Another Trump presidency?
You called...
Oh my God, an absolute riot. Will Trump ever recover from such hate speech? I don't think so. It's too sensitive of a matter. That was WrestleMania 25 or something. Crush Trump, exactly. It was back when Jesse rocked the stash and ranked for Tom Selleck's. Dude, I miss Jesse the Body. I'm just asking questions. What happened to Tower 7? Discussing politics, basically what's happening before our eyes. When does the wine and vodka come in? I don't know. I'm hoping that comes next. Did you see the New York Times meeting of employees getting laid off? Yes, I absolutely love it. That is happening in every newsroom, every kind, and really why they hate Trump's guts. He killed their job. It's not even necessarily Trump, man. It's just being over dramatic about hating Trump. It's not like, it's like not even a hate. It's like an insane boogeyman that they have created as such. And they're doing the same thing to people like Elon Musk and Ron DeSantis. I mean, they're holding off on DeSantis until DeSantis is like officially going to run for president, whenever that is. But they just, that is their boogeyman of, like, still the boogeyman of the day. You know, still like Hitler himself. It's like worse than Ye. Like, no one is even talking about Kanye anymore. It's like the minute Trump comes back, they'll go back and hate him. Yeah, we love high gas prices and no food in the stores. Yeah, who doesn't? It's the best. CNN owned by the Chinese, just like that restaurant. Maybe it's their lunchroom in CNN. Who knows? Stop talking about food. Pelosi has plenty of food and vodka, and she's fine. And the traffic keeper of the science is close to finding a way to conjure gas in the potatoes. It's embarrassing how they're so over emotional about Trump. Emotions everywhere. Dude, this is like Trump is just the flavor of the day. The minute it's no longer Trump and Trump bows out or something, or Trump, passes away or something, it'll be somebody else. This is the precedent they've created of hating the other side so much so that they're willing to be absolutely insane. I'm censor mom, what? Stuffing their fat faces while regular people line up in food banks. Yeah, exactly. I had to just like allow that to be said. Chuck Fumer. Yeah. It's just, it's just the flavor of the day. They will go after somebody new. Elon is a new bad guy. Yes. It's like, and I'm ready for this video, but I'm going to just start this insane thing. Elon is a new bad guy, and we're about to experience that together because I just want to laugh a little bit. Let's watch young Turks lose their mind over Elon Musk. Oh, my freaking microphone. Dear God. His gas can power a small city. Exactly. All right, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to see a bunch of leftist loser minds about Elon Musk right now. They're just like, he's censoring journalists. And no one's saying, okay, what is he censoring? Oh, they were doxing him? There was like Antifa members who were tailing his children. No big deal there. It's more important to allow for that to happen. These people don't care. Again, they don't care about your trauma. They don't care if terrible things happen to you, as long as they win.
Senator Kennedy, after kissing...
Do not talk about my man like that.
The orange guy, well, kissing his ass for years. Senator John Kennedy has now found something else to suck up to. Let's watch.
All white people, for example, they think are racist. All black people they think are victims. All women are powerless. They don't see us as individuals. That's why I appreciate what Elon Musk has done so much. He's taken a very courageous stand for the First Amendment. The man, they're beating on him like he stole Christmas. But he's tough. He's tough as a pine knot. And the man's got guts. He's got oranges the size of beach balls. And thanks to Elon.
I can't wait to watch them freak out about him making these jokes.
Elon Musk. Thanks to Elon Musk.
You're right.
We're going to have to get some new conspiracy theories because the old ones turned out all to be true.
Okay, all right.
There was a lot there.
There was a lot.
If you give Anna Catherine a hug, you get hypothermia. I love Senator Kennedy more than life itself. If I had the opportunity to vote for him, I would do it over and over again. Balls the size of beach balls.
Okay, so look, I love this clip because now the Republicans are just doing it on national TV. They kiss their donors' asses behind the scenes normally, but now they're like, no, I am attracted to your testicles. Okay. And I think they're beautiful and like they're gigantic, like beach balls. What else would you like to do with his testicles, John Kennedy?
What?
No, but hold on.
You're an embarrassment.
No, what I can't wait to do is cut that clip up and take it out of context, and then all the leftists losing their minds about, Derek, oh my God, I can't believe you took this clip out of context. Yeah, because it's freaking funny. Let's keep watching.
Embarrassment to the country.
Okay, listen.
Balls on ice.
Elon Musk is, well, not anymore, but he was literally the richest man in the world, which means like unlimited resources for.
Right. He's like not even working. I mean, how does he get his money?
Personal security. Anything you could possibly, like, what exactly is courageous?
Okay, so I just want you guys to know too, my new favorite thing in the whole world is to purposely misspell titles on YouTube and watch people correct me in the comments. It's like one of my favorite things in the world, and I think it's such an own to me, and it helps me out It helps my channels in the algorithms. It's beautiful. So I have started one video a day. I purposely misspell things. So if you catch that, I hope you laugh about it because I'm doing it on purpose. I almost never told anyone that, but I feel like I could tell my chatters because you guys are the best. So please, please laugh at them. Bets don't want to. Oh, wait. Fun fact, strippers are constantly denying Cenk as a client. Nobody needs money that badly. God. I can't even imagine him as a stripper, dude. Gross. Animal strip clubs? Pets don't want him. Poor pets.
About Elon Musk, he's got, I don't know how many, like, people kissing his ring day in, day out, providing cover for anything he does. Even when he's caught in a lie, even when he's caught being hypocritical, all the Elon Musk fanboys will surround him and protect him. You know,
protect the precious Smeagol. Protect the precious Smeagol. The young turkeys. She has old lady hair bun and old lady bun. I can't take her old lady bun. Seriously, I know.
If there's like a mass shooting happening, they'll jump on top of him to cover him for safety. Like, I mean, what exactly is Elon Musk doing that's courageous?
My favorite is like these people, they think their analogies are actually funny. If there was like a school shooting, they would jump on him to save him. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. Oh God, I can't freaking breathe.
I don't understand.
Well, no, to be fair, he brought Nazis back to Twitter.
Ooh, where are they? No, seriously, where are the Nazis? I love it. Everyone's a Nazi. Everyone's a commie. Like, can we just like relax a little bit? But those people really are commies.
Courageous.
Okay.
Courageous.
And
okay.
And if anybody criticizes him over it, he'll take them off of Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Elon Musk is banning people for criticizing him, not doxing his actual location or his children's location. You know what I mean? This just criticizing. Don't you love how they lie? It's just criticizing. Abortion is healthcare. Frick yeah, dude. Frick yeah, dude. Straight up fat, vanilla eyes. She looks like Evan Braun. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nazis didn't exist till 2016. I know, I missed that election.
Okay, so
Nazis didn't exist till Kanye opened his mouth, aka yay. Everyone knows that. They seriously have limited vocabulary. They never use sophisticated words. I can't respect people with limited vocabularies. They're well read.
Well, how courageous. Anytime anybody criticizes you, you banish them, even though you theoretically bought the website, that platform for freedom and freedom of speech.
Are we really gonna?
Right, freedom of speech. Cenk, put your home address and let us know where you're going tonight. Put it in the chat for freedom of speech. Okay, I'm just so sick. I'm sick of like the lies. Like there are too many people on the left saying that freedom of speech is putting your effing home address or your children's location of like, what kind of idiot actually believes that? And they do. And sometimes I wonder if they don't. They're just trying to be over dramatic and over the top and just so ridiculous every moment of their life in order to beat them. But I watch this for the laughs. Amen. He's headed to the podium.
Like, they're just gonna pretend like Elon Musk actually values free speech. Aaron Rupar's Twitter account was suspended today.
For what?
All he does is post clips.
Just clips. Like, he watches mainstream media and posts clips, which is incredibly useful for our purposes.
Exactly, because he takes things out of context and then creates a whole narrative about it. He's doing a great work. He's a journalist.
Sometimes we need those clips.
Cenk looks like he's pretty much gave up on the diet. What diet? Cenk threw a birthday party on for himself and didn't show up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is so depressing. I'm just imagining him with a birthday for one. Happy birthday, Chank. Oh, that's so sad. But at the same time, you reap what you sow, I guess.
For the show.
Yeah.
Now we don't have that resource, which kind of sucks.
Because he probably hurt a Republican's feelings.
Exactly.
How very courageous.
Ooh, so courageous.
Striking out against.
Yeah, we're not going to actually say why he was banned. We're just going to say he was just doing his job. Just like Keith Olbermann. Just a couple of good dudes.
Right, people who hurt right-wingers' feelings by quoting them.
That Elon Musk, he's really got a set of testes on him, you know? Anytime he sees someone go after him, he does the courageous thing of banning them from the platform.
She's talking about his balls. His testicus. Yikes. Elon hasn't let Stefan Molex back on yet. They don't mention that. No, of course not. And they would never mention all the conservatives that were banned during the height of COVID. Again, you're reaping what you sow, leftists. As I've always said, you're never going to be woke enough. You're never going to be perfect enough to hide behind the censorship. You're welcome. And also, you're getting a taste of your own effing medicine. And you shouldn't, I don't know, dox people. You shouldn't share locations. You shouldn't let people, especially people with effing families. This isn't some 20-year-old dude in a room. This is a man with children. No biggie deal. She's marrying herself. How much do you bet that Anna Casper has a dream wedding bind? Oh my God. Papa, you are so freaking savage, dude. Oh my God, a dream wedding binder. Oh my God, look at that face. Why do people watch this show? It's so cringe. I can see Anna on her couch with a glass of box wine, listening to Indigo Girls, trying to hold back the tears as she knows her biological clock has, oh my God, it's long since stopped ticking. Oh my God. Oh, I'm freaking crying. It's so freaking mean. That's so dark. Oh my God. Quick, roast me, make it better. God. I mean, once, twice, 3 times a lady. Anna goes through a lot of batteries. Get it? Yes. School teacher vibes. Oh, big time. Oh my gosh. Like homes, like, I don't know. I forget what I'm just like blanking on things. Okay, here we go.
He's real courageous, those oranges. By the way, what's up with the right wing and their obsession with fruit? Because, like, this is not the first time fruit has...
Yeah, exactly. Stop eating fruit, you freaking right-wingers. In your face. Perfect. There's another perfect clip taken out of context. Derek, I'm just so thankful for you. I can't wait for people to be like, oh my God, she's not saying that. You took it out of context. Yeah, I know.
Come up, okay? So, for instance...
he was like, I really like his banana and his 2 oranges. Okay.
Just come out already, bro.
Hey, another guy.
Poor Anna, she never get a man at this right now. She uses fruit. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's like, how about his eggplant?
Oh wait, now that's another perfect clip to take out of context. These are like great shorts. Thank you guys for helping me create many more shorts.
Okay, so for instance,
he was like, I really like his banana and his 2 oranges. Okay, another guy's like, how about his eggplant?
Oh my God.
Fastest way for her to make homemade. Oh my God.
Well, remember Donald Trump seems to have a fascination with oranges as well. While discussing the
thank you, Censor Mom. Exactly.
Conclusion of the Mueller investigation, here's what he had to say about it.
And I hope that this investigation now, which is finished, it's totally finished. No collusion, no obstruction. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings of that investigation. You're going to all get Pulitzer Prizes. You should have looked at it a long time ago. And that's the only thing that's disappointing to me about the Mueller report. The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges, how it started.
He went back in. He's like, let me try one more time. Oranges. No, just say beginning. Anyway.
It was so funny. I pretended to laugh about it. Oh, I hate my life. God. Is it just me, or is that how Cenk would talk to dudes at a leather bar if a bouncer would let him in? Exactly. Hey. Nice oranges and banana and eggplant, baby.
That was so good.
I wonder if he also wants to see Elon's oranges.
I think he's probably a little jelly that he has been replaced with a younger version of himself.
Because
who's getting all the headlines right now.
That's a good point.
See, it's almost like they write it for me. Elon is essentially Trump in their eyes. He's the same person. How dare... Well, whenever I look at Elon and I drive by Tesla, I feel like I'm in Trump Tower. You know what I mean?
Because Donald Trump used to be the great orange. Now maybe they're interested in Elon's oranges.
Yep, I mean, Senator Kennedy certainly is.
That's right. By the way, Senator Kennedy also, let's note in the beginning, left wing, they call all white people racist. Really? Because Anna's white. I don't think she's racist.
Yeah, I don't think all white
John
people are
Iadarola
racist.
White.
Yeah, just the ones with trucks.
Crazy.
He's racist. Most of the people that work here are white. I don't think they're racist. Oh, I know, John Kennedy. I think you're racist. And so you'd like to say, oh, well, if it's me, then you're saying all white people. No. We're saying a very limited number of white people like you.
Okay.
And he said all women, they want all women to think that that women are powerless. Does Anna look powerless to you?
To be fair, I'd rather have continental breakfast at my local airport with Elon instead of Trump, but Trump would make a solid second runner-up next to Casper the Van Dien.
So that is not what the left wing thinks at all, of course.
Right. Now, there is one other person, one other Republican that I want to discuss who also seemed to have a fascination with fruit. This time, we're not talking about oranges. We are talking about cantaloupes. Let's go to this clip of Steve King, dating back to 2013.
There are kids that were brought into this country by their parents.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's go back further in 2013. Let's go to 1975.
Unknowing that they were breaking the law. And they will say to me and others who defend the rule of law, we have to do something about the 11 million. And
Cenk doesn't understand why none of his friends answer his texts.
Some of them are valedictorians. Well, my answer to that is, and then, by the way, their parents brought them in. It wasn't their fault. It's true in some cases, but they aren't all valedictorians. They weren't all brought in by their parents. For everyone who's a valedictorian, there's another 100 out there that they weigh 130 pounds and they've got calves the size of cantaloupes because they're hauling 75 pounds of marijuana across the desert.
And it looks like she acts like every crazy ex-girlfriend ever. Yeah. She is like the epitome of crazy ex.
He's like, look, now on the downside, they're dragging that marijuana all through the desert, okay? On the upside, though, beautiful calves. Have you seen their calves?
They definitely don't skip leg day.
I mean, you take their calves.
What is even this show? God. I sometimes I'm dumbfounded by these shows. I'm just like, is this what it takes? Is this what I need to start doing? Just saying the most ridiculous things ever to have 5.28 million subscribers. like just saying corny things, cheesy things, and people will watch you. Like I don't.
And Elon's oranges. Whoa! Now we're having a conversation.
God, these people. have political power. Well, Steve King had political power.
Yeah. So look, if they just left it to their fruit plate, hey, you do you, boo. Okay. But the most important part of that is that's a sitting United States senator basically saying, hey, if you're rich, I'll talk about how great your genitals are on TV because I'm looking to get donations from you.
Wait, what? And that's another clip taken out of context for me. Boom. It's too easy, people. This is how you become a multimillionaire. This is how we do it. We come together, we band together. All right, guys, I just want to thank every single one of you guys for joining me today in my show. It's been Friday. It was a long day, and I just want to sit back, relax, and just laugh a little bit. And I hope I'm just thankful that you guys are willing to come hang out with me and laugh with me. It means a lot to me that you're willing to do so. It shows me the kind of person you are and all that stuff. And I just thank every single one of you guys. You guys are the most fantastic people on freaking earth. Make sure, I want to just say this. There's a lot of people going through a lot of real shit during this holiday season, and my encouragement to you is to be a light in their life. Be a light in people's life that are hurting and sad and depressed, even if they say mean things or hurtful things or annoying things. Just be patient with them, because people are hurting now in today's world. People are struggling to get by in today's world, and some people just need to be encouraged. I'm finding that more and more in my job of just being an encouraging voice for many of the people I get in contact with, and trying to encourage them to celebrate some of the smaller things in their life in which they don't want to, because this is a season of thankfulness and being thankful for what you have, even if it's not very much, because creating that mentality is very hard, especially in some of the darkest times of your life. But be encouraged to be thankful for things in your life, whether it's waking up tomorrow and being in good health, being able to walk around, being able to go out to dinner, having friends, having family in life, finding ways to be thankful in your life is such a powerful tool that many people do not utilize and diminish and belittle. And especially in some of the most depressed, darkest times of our lives, it's one of the hardest things to do. So those that are hurting and depressed and sad, be an encouragement, be a light in their life, press into their life, press into their pain, and sit with them. And you don't have to have the right words to say. You don't have to have the right speech. But if you look at somebody and say, I don't know what to say at this moment, but I just want you to know I'm here for you right now. That is the most powerful statement you can. That is the epitome of empathy. So many people come to me and ask me, I don't know what to say to people that are hurting. And my encouragement to you is to always say, I don't know what to say, but I'm here for you in this moment. And I'm willing to, and I want to sit with you. And like, that is like the beginning of such beauty and healing and grace. And that's my encouragement. Be a good friend. That's a powerful message to people to witness. Yeah, man. You guys are the most amazing people on earth. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Enjoy your Saturday. If you're working tomorrow like me, I'm sorry, but be a light to people you work with. It's worth it in the end. I promise you it's worth it. There are too many people hurting this time of year, and suicide is up, and suicide is extremely high. A lot of people are faced with the realities of a lot of their life choices, a lot of not having family around, friends around, and you have that asshole customer you talked to today might be somebody who's just in incredible pain. And that's my encouragement to you, and that's my thought. I've been helping a lot of people lately that are going through some really tough shit right now, and trying to be encouraging and helping them see how to be thankful in life has been like so powerful. I'm always working tomorrow. Me too, man. Gotta get that money. Gotta grind, baby. A small business owner like myself, I don't take a day. I don't take days off, bro. But you guys are the best. Willie, Papa, Junior, Censor, Joshua, Find and Fix It. I think that's all the people I got in the chat. I'm just thankful you guys are willing to hang out with me. And even if you disagree with me or hate what I have to say, I'm just thankful that you guys are willing to hang out, have a good time, learn to laugh at some of these things, and because we're in a crazy time. Have a good night, guys. I hope you enjoy tonight. I hope you enjoyed this show. Please share this on social media platforms. Thank you for the show. Hey, thanks so much, Joshua. I appreciate you, man. Party, have a big party. I have a Christmas party tomorrow. It's going to be nice. God, I hate that accent. I'm going to punch myself in the face after this. Have a great night. See you guys. Bye-bye. Hey, peace out. Peace out, homies. Peace out. I can't believe I forgot the wrong background. I just hate myself for that. Okay, bye.